All right, good morning, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, and I'm serving today as your presiding judge. If you are in my courtroom on this morning, you should be a part of specialty court. Either you are currently in specialty court, you are being assessed for entry into specialty court, and maybe because your last name begins with the letter A. If you do not fall within one of those three categories, please hang up and call the courtroom clerk at area code 313-965-2280, and that number will appear in the chat. 313-965-2280. Good morning to you, Ms. Wilson. Good morning to everyone in the physical courtroom as well as the virtual courtroom. We are going to get started on this morning. And so I am ready. First on, let me see, give me 1 second. I have a promotion this morning that I am doing. And so I am starting with the promotion. And that promotion is for George William Hart IV. Come on, Mr. Hart. Unmute for me, please.
Well, it's about time.
I knew you'd have something smart to say. Good morning, Mr. Hart. Before
Good
you get
morning.
started, I failed to have the attorneys place their appearance on the record. Come on, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, place your appearance on the record.
Thank you, Judge, and good morning. For the record, Jesse Reed, Drug Court, Vet Court Defense Attorney, P 23863. Judge, if I may, I'd like to make a motion, a continuing motion, that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Reed, and your motion is granted, and good morning to you. Mr. Fikens?
Thank you and good morning, Your Honor. Robert Fikens, P 31894, Drug Treatment Court Defense Counsel. I too would make a similar motion.
All right, good morning, Mr. Fikens, and your motion is granted. I am going to ask everyone, if your case has not been called, to please stay on mute for me. Thank you so much. Let's not turn my ring off. All right, very good. I'm going to go to Mr. Hart at this time, and then I'll have the case managers introduce themselves. I have case number Z8080881. Mr. Hart, state your full name for the record, please.
George William Hart IV.
All right, good morning to you, Mr. Hart.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
Much better now.
You're much better. You're first, you're getting promoted. A wonderful thing, right?
Yes.
All right,
Exciting.
very good. I'm going to start by having your case manager place their appearance on the record and then tell you and the court why they are presenting you for promotion on today.
Good morning, Your Honor. Brian Griffin, Drug Court Case Manager on behalf of the Probation Department. Mr. Hart.
All right, good morning, Mr. Griffin.
Good morning, Judge. Yeah, Mr. Hart is my case. Mr. Hart is in phase one. He's been with us since May of this year. Mr. Hart has really been working hard, ran into some difficulties, some problems, but he's seen to work them through. Counseling has been very beneficial to him. He's starting to learn a lot about himself, so I could see the growth in him. He ran into some obstacles, but he stayed, strong in his sobriety. So that shows maturity. Reconnecting with his family, that's also good, opening them lines back up. So he's really been working hard. You can tell he's working a program. When he first came, he was a little hesitant, had to get ready to learn how to trust me, different things like that, and so we have a good relationship now. We talk, and if he have any questions or anything like that, he continued to move forward. And he has some news for you today. I talked to him yesterday, something that he wants to tell you. So I'll let him share that with you.
All right, very good. So Mr. Hart, just so you know, thank you, Mr. Griffin. When Mr. Griffin presented you for promotion in our staffing, there was no objection from anyone on the team. And so we are so excited for you. Tell us how you've been doing. And I
Um,
definitely want to hear your good news.
well, we could start with the good news, so finally got a job again.
Yes, all right, wonderful. Yeah, Mr. Hart. Where are you working?
I'm gonna be serving at Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right, do it. You certainly have the personality to do it. Do it, Mr. Hart.
I love interacting with people. I found that it's more beneficial to me to interact with people. And I mean, some days or some weeks, this is my interaction. So other than like therapy and which still is not my favorite thing.
Okay, okay.
But therapy and literally, I've probably has saved my life. And right now I'm going through a medication change. So we're doing this whole facing emotions. I've listened to you and started talking about more and more demons and just trying to figure everything out. And one thing I've learned is you need to rely on those people who are willing to help you.
Oh my goodness. That's a wonderful thing. Rely on those people that are willing to help you. Very good. Mr. Hart, I'm so glad. I know I have in my notes that, you struggled with the therapy concept and all of those things, but this is what I love about you. You still show up. You're still working it. You're honest about the fact that you don't like it, but you also realize you're keeping an open head, open heart, and you realize that it's good for you.
It's actually great for me.
Yes, I love it.
And now
learning
sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, you're learning a life skill that even after you leave us, that there will be things in life that I don't like, I don't enjoy, but when they are good for me, I'm going to do it. I'm going to show up and give it my best, because at the end of the day, I'm going to benefit from it. That's
Only
pretty good.
you can change you. Only you can change you.
Only you can change you. All right. Mr. Hart, you have any questions for the team this morning?
I do not.
You do
I'm
not?
just excited.
All right. Yes, sir, you should be. You've worked hard, you've earned it, you deserve it. I need everyone in the courtroom to join me in congratulating Mr. Hart on his promotion to phase 2. Congratulations, Mr. Hart. Congratulations. All right, very good, very good. Mr. Griffin, anything from any of the other team members? If nothing else, Mr. Griffin, what would be the return for Mr. Hart? And is he 3-phase or 5-phase?
He's a 3-phase. He came in before we started the 5.
All right, very good. What's next for Mr. Hart?
Your Honor, he'll be coming back to for a face-to-face on February the 24th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m.
All right, very good. Did you get that, Mr. Hart?
The 24th. Oof.
Yeah.
I'm not going to see you for like 6 weeks.
That's not 6 weeks. It's 3. But look, you're always welcome to drop in anytime you want to, okay?
I'm gonna have to drop in and say hi.
Yes, sir. That's fine with me. I'll be glad to see you, okay?
Perfect.
All right. Take good care of yourself, and congratulations to you again.
You too. Have a good one.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Let's keep going. I'm going to catch some of my folks that are at work, but this is what I'm going to say for the people who are at work. You need to get on earlier. It's not fair to the people who call in and they are on early and they have things to do as well. First of all, I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm hating on everybody that's at home today. I'm just telling y'all right now, I'm mad about it. I'm mad. Yes. And so, secondly, I'm not the only one hating on y'all. Miss Mackey is too, Officer Lott, it's a list of us. We are like, we in this office. But listen, if you want to get your case called earlier, you've got to get on. And so for my work people, I want you to know that I'm going to work with you because I want you to continue to work. And so with that, I see that I think who I have next is Mr. Pedroza Alba is at work. And so I'm going to swear in Ms. Hernandez.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mr. Griffin.
Can you, can Ms. Wilson put me in a breakout room with Mr. Moscow and Mr. Kuliak and Mr. Grunbaum?
Oh, yes, please. Thank you. And I failed to ask for preliminary matters. My apologies. Ms. Wilson, would you do that at this time? Mr. Kuliak?
Moscow.
Mr. Grunbaum and Mr. Moscow. And good morning to you, Mr. Grunbaum.
Good morning, Your Honor. And if it makes you feel better, I'm at the office also.
Oh, okay. I feel better. I won't hate on you today. I won't hate on you. All right. Ms. Wilson, let me know when I may proceed.
Señor Pedroza Álvarez, abra su micrófono, por favor. Open.
Sí, ¿yo estoy?
Sí, okay.
I'm ready, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Ms. Hernandez, would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that you will interpret the words as spoken by the parties in today's matter, that you will do so completely and accurately without any additions or deletions, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
Thank you. State your name as well as your qualifications.
Good morning. My name is Emma Hernandez. I'm an SCAO qualified Spanish interpreter.
All right, thank you, Ms. Hernandez. I have the following matter for Mr. Pedroza Alba, case number 16057547001. Mr. Pedroza Alba, please state your full name for the record.
Ok, yo tengo el siguiente caso, número 1605754701 del señor Pedroza Alba. Señor Pedroza Alba, por favor, diga su nombre completo para que conste en el acta.
José de Jesús Pedroza Alba.
José de Jesús Pedroza Alba.
All right, thank you. How are you doing today, Mr. Pedroza Alba?
Ok, gracias. ¿Cómo está hoy, señor Pedroza Alba?
Oh, he estado muy bien. Gracias a Dios.
Oh, I have been very good. Thanks God.
All right, very good. Mr. Yancey, please update us on Mr. Pedroza Alba's progress.
Ok, me alegra saber eso. Señor Yancey, por favor, pónganos al día en cuanto cómo lo ha estado haciendo el señor Pedroza Alba.
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning, courtroom. Mr. Alba has been with us since August 3rd of 20. He's currently in AA sessions. He's currently screening. He's JAMS compliant. He's paid his fines and costs, and he is in the first quarter of his English classes at this time.
Buenos días, su señoría, buenos días a todo el mundo. Sí, el señor Pedroza Alba está en la segunda fase de este programa. Él está asistiendo a sus reuniones de AA. También ha estado sometiéndose a las pruebas en JAMS. Está en el primer quarter de sus clases de inglés y está haciendo sus pagos.
And Your Honor, he's in phase 2 also.
Y su señoría, él está en la fase número 2.
All right, thank you, Mr. Yancey. Is there anything that the court needs to do to intervene on behalf of Mr. Pedroza Alba?
Gracias, señor Yancey. ¿Hay alguna otra cosa que la corte necesite hacer para intervenir en beneficio del señor Pedroza Alba?
No, Your Honor, at this time, Mr. Alba is where he should be.
No, su señoría, en este momento el señor Alba está donde debería estar.
All right, Mr. Pedroza Alba, what are you doing day to day to stay on track with respect to working this program?
Señor Pedrosa Alba, ¿qué está usted haciendo todos los días para estar y seguir en este programa, seguir las directrices de este programa?
Acudiendo a programas de AA y he estado un poco enfermo porque me puse la segunda vacuna y esta semana no he ido a la AA por lo mismo de que me tuve 3 días con fiebre. Pero todo me está ayudando, estoy muy bien. Pienso diferente, soy otra persona.
Well, keep going to my AA meetings that really helped me. I've been sick because I had got the second shot and I was sick for 3 days with fever, so I haven't been able to go this week. But I will resume as soon as I can because that really helped me. I really enjoy going there. It's doing very good for me.
Wonderful. I'm so glad to hear that. I'm glad you're feeling better too.
Me alegra, magnífico, me alegra saber eso y me alegra también saber que usted está sintiéndose mejor.
Sí, me estoy sintiendo mejor. Como que no mucho, como que se me va la fuerza del cuerpo, no sé, pero voy poco a poco.
Okay, yes, I'm feeling good. Sometimes I feel like weak, like I don't have any strength in my body, but I feel that I'm feeling that I'm getting better and better every day.
Very good, very good.
Muy bien.
Mr. Pedrosa Alba, is there anything that you need us to help you with, meaning the court?
Muy bien, señor Pedrosa Alba. ¿Hay algo que usted necesite de parte de la corte?
No, está todo bien. Gracias.
No, everything is okay.
All right, very good. If nothing else from any of the other teammates, Mr. Yancey, I'd like a return to court date for Mr. Pedrosa Alba.
Ok, si no hay más nada que pendiente por parte de la corte y para el señor Pedrosa Alba, señor Yancey, a mí me gustaría saber en qué fecha tiene que volver el señor Pedrosa Alba.
Yes, Your Honor, his return date will be February 24th of this year at 8:30.
Sí, su señoría, tiene que retornar el 24 de febrero de este año a esta misma hora.
All right, thank you, Mr. Pedrosa Alba. Did you get your new date and time?
Ok, señor Pedrosa Alba, muchas gracias. ¿Anotó su próxima fecha y su próxima hora?
Sí. Ok,
Yes.
Gracias.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
All right, very good. We will see you then. Continue to do well and take care of yourself. Thank you, Ms. Hernandez.
You're welcome, Your Honor. I'll be back by 10:30.
Okay, who do you have for 10:30?
Mr. Cifuentes.
Okay,
Yeah.
that is a one-on-one, so you don't have to come back at 10:30.
Okay. Okay. Perfect.
Yep, so you are
see
good.
On February 24th. Okay.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you so much.
Bye. Thank you.
Okay,
You're welcome.
bye-bye.
Señor Pedrosa Alba, ya se puede retirar.
Okay.
Yes, Mr. Yancey, were you going to tell me something?
I was just going to tell you what the judge told you.
Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a good day.
Okay,
You too.
Ciao.
you too. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
All right, I am ready to go to James Young. Mr. Young, if you could unmute for me.
Hello,
Good morning, Mr. Young.
good morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm doing fine.
Doing fine?
Yes, I'm
That's
doing,
good.
yeah,
That's good. Let me place your case number on the record. I have case number 200-449-3901. State your full name for me.
James Young.
All right, Mr. Young. How have things been going since the last time I've seen you? We staffed your case. I heard you have your license. You're back to work. Is all of that true?
Yes, that's true. And I'm enjoying it.
All right. You know what you need to do to keep all those things in line, right?
Yes, I do. Yep,
right.
I'm staying focused, and I'm keeping it in the straight line. So I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
All right, very good.
And me not drinking, I learned how to manage my money a lot better now.
Well, let me see if you managing your money better. Have you paid some of your fines and costs here at 36th District Court?
You know what? I thought we were. I was gonna get with Mr. Griffin on that and see if I can when can I start paying and how much I owe and all that good stuff. So,
all right, Mr. Young.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Young. They tell me I have to mention money. My priority is for people to turn their lives around and stay on track and have a better lifestyle from having encountered us. But it does take money to run the program. That's what I'm gonna say for everybody. I've satisfied my quota. I'm supposed to mention money. All right, don't y'all be paying nobody has said anything about their income tax checks. Y'all not gonna promise me them income tax checks this year, because y'all know I used to have a whole class. They promised me those income tax checks and then may come around like, wait a minute, I didn't get any income tax money. And then everybody have a nice song and a dance for me. So look, make your payments. Little at a time, make your payments. That's for everybody, Mr. Young. All right. You're glad to be back to work. You're glad to have that driver's license, right?
Yes. Very happy.
All right. What have you learned since the last time I've seen you?
Like I said, I learned how to manage my money, and by me not drinking, keeping a clear head, I noticed a lot of things that I didn't notice when I was drinking. So, and it's just the little bitty things now, and keeping that clear head is to help me a lot. So, I'm doing good.
Yeah, when you have a clear head, you can make good decisions, right? No regrets.
Yes.
There you go. Just learning experiences.
Yes.
There you go. Very good.
Yeah.
All right. Are you struggling with anything? Anything you need us to help you with?
No. I'm doing good.
All right. Very good. Who has Mr. Young's case? Mr. Griffin?
Probably does.
Mr. Griffin, you have Mr. Young?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're on mute, Mr. Griffin.
Yeah, Mr. Young is my case, Your Honor.
Okay.
Y'all doing him right now?
Is there anything additional you need to update me on with respect to Mr. Young?
Oh, I did get a progress report from his counselor. So he's in good standing. He's doing well, and he's on global supervision. He's one of the that's testing the site. So he's gonna be, I gotta get him to download the app and everything, so we get that taken care of today. But he is one of my people. I will have on global supervision. But other than that, Mr. Young is he's doing well. He's working hard. We talk, we reaches out. So he's been doing pretty good. No problems with Mr. Young, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Griffin. If nothing else from any of the other team members, and if Mr. Young does not have any questions for the team, let's get a return to court date for Mr. Young.
Okay, Your Honor, Mr. Young is in phase 1. So he'll be coming back to see you on February the 17th at 8:35 a.m.
All right, just make sure all of my 8:30s are 8:35. Thank you, Mr. Griffin. So for Mr. Pedroza Alba, let's make sure he's 8:35. All right, wonderful. Very good. Take good care of yourself, Mr. Young. Good to see you. Proud of your progress. Keep going, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're very welcome.
Okay,
Okay,
bye-bye.
I am going to, bye-bye. I am going to go now to Kevin Brown. Mr. Brown, if you can unmute for me, please. Good morning, Mr. Brown. Where are you?
Good morning.
There you are. Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm all right. Just getting off. I'm tired.
You just getting off from work?
Yes.
All right. Let me place your case number on the record. I have Z8082201. State your full name for me, Mr. Brown.
Kevin Brown.
All right, very good. Mr. Brown, how are things going with you?
Things going all right.
They're going all right. Have you been showing up at DRP?
Yes.
How's that going?
I mean, I only had one class so far. It's okay.
It's okay. Can I still get your commitment to go there and keep an open mind and an open heart to receive what they're going to pour into you?
Yes.
All right, very good. Can I still count on you to be open and transparent so that they are able to pour the right stuff into you?
Yes.
All right, very good. Very good. How are you feeling about the program so far, Mr. Brown?
I mean, the program is all right. It's cool.
It's cool. All right. What's been difficult for you so far?
Nothing really.
Nothing. You're able to get up and do everything you're supposed to do?
Yes.
No issues with testing or anything of that nature?
No.
All right. Mr. Brown, have you learned anything since the last time I've seen you?
Yes.
Can you share it with us?
I mean, basically, I just really learned about self-caring for real. Basically, that's just self-caring.
That's a pretty good thing to learn, Mr. Brown, self-care, because that's really important. Is that correct?
Yes.
It definitely is. All right. If there's nothing you need us to help you with, and you have no questions, I'm going to hear from Mr. Yancey.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Brown, he's relatively new in the program. I think he has to kind of get used to it, and used to Detroit Recovery Project. So he's just in kind of a transitional process. So he's in compliance, though. He's making his screenings. He's doing everything. It might take him a while to embrace the program. So we just ask that he does stay open and do the program until the program embraces him and he embraces the program. So I think that's going to happen. But other than that, he's doing what we ask of him. So once he really gets going with Detroit Recovery Project, then I think things will be great.
All right, thank you, Mr. Yancey. Is there anything else from any of the other team members?
No, Judge.
All right, if not, then let's give Mr. Brown his return to court date.
Yes, Your Honor, that is going to be February 17th, Your Honor, at 8:35.
All right, very good. Did you get that, Mr. Brown?
Yes.
All right, wonderful. Take good care of yourself, Mr. Brown. I'm glad you're still showing up and you're still committed to learning. I'll see you in a couple of weeks, okay?
All right.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to go to Eric Taylor. Mr. Taylor, if you could unmute for me.
Yes.
There you are. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm well. How are you this morning?
I'm fine.
Very good. I have the following matter for you, Mr. Taylor. I have case number 2004-526-701. State your full name for me.
Eric Taylor.
All right, Mr. Taylor, how are you doing with working the program so far?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing my screening, appearing on my classes, doing my treatment. So everything's going okay.
All right. What do you think about the things that we've exposed you to, or the things that we have you attending? What do you think about them so far?
Well, so far, I think that, that is all right. You know what I mean? And honestly, though, this is, it's sort of like a wake up call. You know what I mean? because without this, I
Yeah.
probably would still be doing the same thing I've been doing, football games, drinking and stuff like that. But this year, it tested my strength. You know what I mean? I didn't have to drink anything. I just watched the games.
There you go. And there's a Super Bowl game coming up soon, right?
Yes,
When's that game coming?
That's the 13th.
The 13th of February.
Yes.
Now I'm gonna be watching for all the wrong reasons because Snoop is gonna be on for the halftime show, and I'm not missing it. How about that? Yes, sir. All right, very good. Mary J. Blige, she wrote my theme song for my whole life. I wouldn't change my life. My life is just fine because I like what I see when I'm looking at me, when I'm walking past the mirror. I'm gonna be all in on the 13th. I'm gonna be all in. I'm gonna change outfits and everything. I'm ready. Me and my granddaughter, we ready. We got a dance routine. We ready. We are ready. Yes, sir.
They got some good artists this year.
Oh, what?
They got good artists this year. Yeah.
Yes, they do. I mean, they did top of the line. They are bringing it this year. And so I'm excited. Look, Mr. Taylor, you said something for the whole courtroom. You can watch the football game and not drink.
That's right.
You can do it without alcohol and have a good time.
That's right.
You can. You can have a really good time.
And by myself.
And you can do it by yourself.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
If you can't handle all of those folks and everybody's celebrating, you surely can, and still have a good time.
Most definitely.
All right, very good. How are things going with respect to all well-being?
Everything is going okay. Everything is going okay. I could say that. You know what I mean? Dylan, no issues. Very encouraging people. No issues at all.
All right, very good. And then I also learned in staffing that you completed your community service. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, where'd you do that community service?
The Salvation Army.
All right, and you enjoyed it, giving back?
Well, yeah, at first, but after I got into it, you know what I mean? Like I signed up, I told them I signed up again for next year. So, I mean, why not?
I love it. I love it. Yes, sir. There's something about giving back, serving. For me, it works. It works.
Oh,
all right.
Yes.
All right. You have any questions today, Mr. Taylor, for the team?
No, I do not.
You don't? All right. Let me hear from your case manager.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Taylor, he's doing really well. He's doing the things that he says he's doing. I have the progress report to attest to that. I have the screening results to attest to that. And he's in phase 1 right now. He's rapidly progressing to phase 2. We appreciate he completed community service. And, he's obviously committed, I believe, to himself. When you're used to watching games or watching sports and drinking, and then you're able to stop. That's a big deal. That's not a small task. That habit is hard to break. So I commend him on doing that. And sometimes, our friends are watching a game or doing whatever, drinking, and sometimes we have to do it by ourselves, so we're not even tempted. So I commend him for that. We appreciate that, and we want to continue to encourage him. And everybody hears him and is watching him, and he's probably encouragement to everybody on this screen. So Mr. Taylor's in good shape right now, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Yancey. Is there anything from any of the other team members? If not, we will get a return to court date.
Yes, Your Honor. We're going to have Mr. Taylor come back also on February 17th at 8:35.
Wait a minute, what? Did you get that? No, ma'am. February 17th, 2022 at 8:35. All right, Mr. Taylor, keep up the great work. We're here if you need us, okay?
Okay, appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, take care.
Okay, bye.
Okay, I am ready on Mr. Naraki.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing very well, thank you. I'm going to place your case number on the record at this time. I have case number 200-455-4001. Mr. Naraki, please state your full name.
Christopher Naraki.
All right, Mr. Naraki, you're still new to the program. What do you think of it so far?
I mean, I like it so far. Just kind of taking everything one day at a time.
Okay. All right. How are you feeling about some of the programming that you're receiving, like your counseling and any other services that you're receiving?
I start my therapy next week, and then I meet with a recovery coach until my therapy starts. So that's been helping out. The meetings help out, and then just kind of trust in the process.
All right, very good. Have you learned anything since the last time I've seen you?
To keep an open mind.
That's a good thing to
Stay
learn. Why is it
willing.
important to keep an open mind?
Just because things change, they might not work out at first, but if you believe, they end up, everything goes well, and then you end up kind of looking back and saying, what was I thinking? You know, it was a lot easier than I thought.
Yeah, very good. That's very important. That's a really good reason to have an open mind, because things may change. Your perception may change, right?
Right.
Very good. What's been the hardest thing for you so far in the program?
Just trying not to get too ahead of myself. So I've been, trying to be patient.
Okay, keep working at it. I just want to encourage you to keep working at it. Be patient with you and be patient with everybody around you. Okay?
Okay.
Keep working at it. All right, Mr. Naraki, do you have any questions for the team this morning? Or is there anything that you need us to help you with?
No, I'm all set.
You good?
Yeah.
All right. Let me hear from Mr. Yancey.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Naraki, he's doing well. There was a gap in when he was to start his regular treatment. So we made sure we filled in the gap with recovery coach, with NA meetings, obviously with screenings. He didn't have a problem doing that. And I think that's benefiting him. Also, as far as, he's talking about not being, being patient and taking it one step at a time, which is good, because sometimes you can look at all the things you have to do and you get overwhelmed and you want to get ahead of yourself and try to see how fast you can get some of these things done. So I understand what he's saying as far as the one day, one step at a time. So we need him to be there, and everything will happen in due time. So he's doing well and he's in compliance.
All right, very good. If nothing else from any of the other team members, I'll get a return to court date for Mr. Naraki.
Yes, Your Honor, we're going to have him come back on February 17th at 8:35.
All right, very good. Did you get that, Mr. Naraki?
Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
All right. Have a good day. Continue to show up and work hard. And we're glad you decided to work the program, Mr. Naraki.
Thank you. Have a good day.
All right, take care. You too. Let's go to Mr. Muhammad. Good morning, Mr. Muhammad.
Morning, Your Honor.
How are you this morning?
Can't complain, not as tired.
I was gonna crack on you. You beat me to it. I was gonna say you weren't sleeping today with your eyes rolling all back and, scaring me. I'm like, okay, is he all right? Yeah. Did you get some rest last night?
Yeah, it's getting better.
It's getting better. All right, very good. Let me place your case numbers on the record. I have Z8082901, case number SP1182248, counts 1 and 2, and case number SP1182247, counts 1 and 2. State your full name for me, Mr. Muhammad.
Kareem Muhammad.
All right. You're still new to the program. What do you think about it so far?
It's okay so far. No issues.
No issues. What have you been doing to work the program?
I still talk to my addiction specialist twice a week, and then just doing my screens, and then just doing everything I need to do.
All right. Very good. And do you find that to be helpful to you, talking with the specialist?
Extremely.
Good. Very good. Have you learned something that you can share with us?
Oh yeah, it's just like changing my lifestyle around and just trying to be a better person.
Yeah, when you want to be a better person, you have to look at the things around you, right? And make some adjustments.
Definitely. People, things I do, who I interact with.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Did you make it to go check on the apartment?
No, I'm going on the 11th.
You're going on the 11th? All right. And you've been in touch with your case manager so that you can make sure you do everything that you're supposed to do?
Yeah, I called the probation place yesterday. They said they're going to call me back. So I'm going to give them a call once we're done here.
The probation place in Chicago?
Yep.
All right. Make sure you are coordinating with your case manager because we don't want to make things, too difficult for you, but we have to make sure we satisfy the standards of the program, okay?
No problem, yeah. I've been talking to him.
All right, very good. Any issues, anything you need us to help you with, Mr. Muhammad?
Nope, not at this time.
No questions for the team this morning?
Nope.
All right, let me hear from you, Mr. Yancey. How's Mr. Muhammad doing? He's woke and everything this morning. How's he doing?
He's doing well, Your Honor. I've had several conversations with him for just different subjects, and he's receptive. He's been in intensive outpatient for a little while now. That's really working out, and he's doing well with that. He's making his screens. When he talks about the other probation department, I told him to contact the nearest district court to where the property is, contact their probation department, and they know the closest place to screen. That's what he's really talking about.
Okay, because I'm like, I don't recall anything about probation in Chicago, but I had a big start about it.
Yeah,
That's
what we're working out is places to screen in Chicago, so it won't be any kind of gap. Other than that, he's doing well. He's got a good disposition, and he is trying to change some things about himself. So, as a young person, we really appreciate him doing that, and he's in good shape right now.
All right, wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Yancey. Is there anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Muhammad?
No, Judge. No, Judge. Thank you.
All right, very good. Give me a return to court date, Mr. Yancey.
Yes, that's going to be February 17th at 8:35.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Muhammad?
Yep, I got it.
All right, very good. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we are here if you need us, okay?
You too. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you're very welcome. I'm ready on Mr. Griffin, Ronnie Griffin. Mr. Griffin, if you could unmute for me, please. I have the following for Mr. Griffin. I have Z8080571. Mr. Griffin, unmute for me. Who has Mr. Griffin's case? Can you reach out to him and ask him to unmute? If not, I'm gonna have to keep going.
You unmute. At the facility still, Your Honor. I'll go ahead.
There he is. Good morning, Mr. Griffin. I'm good. How are you?
Okay, I'm doing fine. How about you?
Good. State your name. State your name for the record.
Ronnie Griffin.
All right, Mr. Griffin. You look like you're doing well today. What have you been doing to work on you, Mr. Griffin?
Repeat that, please.
What have you been doing to work your program and to work on you?
Well, first of all, I decided to stay on, and I moved into transitional housing, and I have a possible chance of working here in administration.
Mr. Griffin.
Yes.
Look, yeah, let's celebrate Mr. Griffin. You are doing well, Mr. Griffin.
Oh yeah.
Listen, what made you? I was so happy when Miss Cleveland reported that you were doing transitional. What made you want to stay?
Well, first of all, it was by chance that I had tested positive for COVID. Okay, and one step was completed, and everything came through that I tested negative. Uh, I decided to stay on and work the program and to be around other people that's going through the same thing that I am.
Look at you, Mr. Griffin. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And they are talking about possibly giving you a job in administration.
Most definitely. Yes.
Do it, Mr. Griffin.
Yes.
Yes. I love it. Look, Mr. Griffin, have you still been talking with your mom every day?
Every day. Every
Is she
day.
proud of you?
She's very proud of me.
We are very proud of you too. I know I am, and I know Miss Cleveland, the whole team. We are very, very proud of you. Are they treating you well in transitional?
Very well.
Very well. I love it. I love it. All right, Mr. Griffin, is there anything you need us to help you with?
No, everything's being taken care of.
All right. I am going to hear from Miss Cleveland. Anything additional, Miss Cleveland, to report?
No, Your Honor, he is reporting accurately, and I'm very proud of him for, making good choices now and wanting to continue to commit himself to his sobriety. So that is wonderful to hear. Your Honor, I am going to work with him because now that he does have transitional housing, he will have to reconnect with JAMS to make sure that he's in their testing as required by the court. We did have a preliminary discussion about that, and I can present some other things to you later, Your Honor, to see. But he is aware that he has to reconnect with JAMS. But other than that, Your Honor, I'm going to continue to work with him, and I'm looking forward to, he's in phase 2. So I'm looking forward to giving him some of the other things that he has to do for the program.
All right, very good, very good. Anything from any of the other team members asked to Mr. Griffin?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Mr. Griffin, I want to congratulate you on working the program. Good attitude, keep up the good work. And Mr. Griffin, as I always say, you are an alum of my high school. You're a younger man than I am, but I'm proud of you, Mr. Griffin, and proud of, I know your brother also. Thank you, Judge. Keep up the good work, Mr. Griffin.
Wow.
Mr. Griffin, I just want to point out that no one's younger than Mr. Reed, so you're a good
I love it.
Mr. Griffin, I just want to say you're an example of what happens when things fall into place because you're doing the right thing. So we're really proud of you.
Thank you very much.
And I'd also like to say I'm very proud of you too, myself, on the way you started at and to where you're at now. And that's what this program is about, progress. And you're making a lot of progress. So that's excellent.
That's right. That's right. Thank you so much.
Thank you all.
All right. Very good. We are very proud of you, Mr. Griffin. And so if you don't have any questions for the team on this morning, we will get your next court date. Miss Cleveland, I do have a question. What phase is Mr. Griffin in?
Oh, my apologies, Your Honor. He is in phase 2, and he's 81 days in phase 2. He's making very good progress, but he is on a 24-month orders. And yes, Your Honor. And there's, of course, some other things that he has to do in phase 2 before we look into advancing him further.
All right, very good. While he is in transitional, please look for ways for him to do community service with respect to reducing fines and costs. Also, please make sure that we get an outline of what does his day look like in transitional? What is he doing to continue to work on himself and as well as to better himself? Sounds like he's already doing some things because he's setting himself up to get a job, but we just want to make sure we have that clear in DCCMIS and that the court is aware of it, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, very good. What's next for Mr. Griffin?
His next court date is February 24th, 2022, and it will be a face-to-face because he is in phase 2.
So that'll be at 10:30 a.m. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. You're gonna have a one-on-one with Miss Cleveland, Mr. Griffin, and that's going to be on February 24th at 10:30, okay?
Okay, no problem.
All right, good to see you. Take good care of yourself.
You do the same.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
All right, I am ready to go to Mr. Oden. Mr. Oden?
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, where are you? You're bouncing around my screen. There you are, I found you. Good morning.
Good morning, Judge.
How are you this morning?
I'm doing fine.
That's good. Let me place your case number on the record. I have case number 210-573-5901. State your full name for me, Mr. Oden.
Carlos Oden.
All right, Mr. Oden. What's been going on with you since the last time I've seen you?
Besides the baby being on the way, I've been testing twice. I've also been attending outpatient treatment. I'm still doing my my AA meetings twice a week, and I'm still doing my schoolwork.
Look at you, Mr. O. You taking care of business, aren't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, and when is the baby due? I know you told me. I don't have my notes sitting in front of me. When is the baby due?
Well, she's still baking for some strange reason. She was due on the 31st of January.
And she's still in there?
Still in there.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right, so any day now.
Any day.
Aren't you glad that you're working this program and you're connected and involved in all of those things and the things that matter?
I am. I'm excited. You know, it has helped me a lot. You know, it taught me a lot about myself. You know, to carry myself a little better. It's been doing well for me.
Yes. What difficulties have you had, if any?
No difficulties.
No difficulties?
None.
All right. All right. You get ready to have a new baby. That means you're gonna be up at night. And you're gonna be the first one on hearing mornings, right? Because you're gonna already be up. You're gonna dial in like at 4:30. Might as well, huh? And be first, huh? All right, Mr. Oden. Is there anything that you need us to help you with?
Not at the moment, Judge.
Not at the moment. All right. I need you to share with the courtroom something you've learned since the last time I've seen you.
I learned that when I used to use alcohol, it was negative, and now you know that I'm seeing a clearer peripheral of things that you know is nothing positive behind alcohol. You know, the program been helping me. I actually did a narrative essay for school, you know, for using this program. So it been a lot of tools in front of me that the court provided, you know, that AA is providing, and that Mr. Williams is providing. He told me that I should focus on self-control. Like learn how to control things that I can control, and the ones that I can't control, you can't control them. So that's really been, you know, helping me a lot. Just learn to have self-control over a lot of things.
There you go. Look, thank you for sharing with the courtroom. I hope that folks are listening and engaged because you should be. You should be. All right, Mr. Oden, you need us to help you with anything? You have any questions?
No questions. Well, I do. It's a total of 5 phases.
Depends on when you came into the program. Mr. Yancey, is he in the 3 phase or the 5 phase?
Yeah, I believe he's on the 5 phase. I'll double check
All
that.
right.
He might have just got under with the 3, but I believe it's the 5.
Okay.
All right. And what phase is Mr. Oden in right now?
He's in phase 1, So if it's the 5 phase, probably in March he'll probably be moving to the next one. Because he came in December.
Okay. All right, very good. And so just make sure, because I thought the first one was the 30 and there were some targets that they had to meet. But look at that off record, Mr. Yancey.
Yeah, I'll double check.
We can discuss it when in staffing and his next section, okay?
I'll double check, because if he's in 5 phase, he's already hit those marks. He's doing really well. He's really got a good disposition about himself, even before he came into the program, when I had interaction with him. And Mr. Oden is learning as much as he can, as fast as he can. So he's really doing well. And he has a little one on the way. So right now, all is well. He's in full compliance, Your Honor.
All right, very good. And so, Mr. Oden, when we started the 5 phase track, there were people that were already in the 3 phase, and then there were people that were coming in, and so we had to balance it out. I want to make sure we have you in the right place. So Mr. Yancey will check on that, and then he'll let you know. And even if you want to bring him back earlier for a promotion, if he is 5 phase and eligible, you can do that, Mr. Yancey. Okay. So we're not gonna do anything to your detriment. Mr. Yancey looking out for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your Honor, he is 5 phases. We started the 5 phases started September the 1st. So if he came in December, he's definitely 5 phase.
All right. And so, Mr. Yancey, is he eligible for promotion today?
Very much so, Your Honor.
All right, then I need everybody to join me in congratulating Mr. Oden for his promotion to phase 2. Congratulations, yeah. Congratulations. All right, Mr. Oden, you on your way. You are on your way. So you're going to phase 2. You're still gonna do the 2 weeks, but it'll be a one-on-one with Mr. Yancey, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Mr. Yancey?
Yes, Your Honor.
What's next?
Mr. Oden and myself, we're going to have a face-to-face on February 17th this year at 10:30.
Okay. All right.
All right, very good. You get that, Mr. Oden?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Congratulations to you. Continue to do well. Make sure you let Mr. Yancey know when baby girl decides that she's ready for the world. And so, yeah, let us know, okay?
Okay, thank you, Judge.
All right, take care.
You too.
All right. I'm going to keep going. I have next up Miss Goldsmith. Miss Goldsmith, if you could unmute for me, I have the following for you. Good morning. I have case number 210-565-4501. Ms. Goldsmith, please state your full name.
Portia Goldsmith.
All right, Ms. Goldsmith, good morning to you. How are things going with you?
Things are actually going good.
They are. Tell me what you mean by that things are going good.
Yesterday, I had a meeting with my counselor doing outpatient treatment, and we were just talking about a bunch of different milestones, the little things about recognizing and help you stay with your sobriety. And it's things as far as the company you keep, the way you process it, looking at the smaller benefits. So if you're like myself, it's a laundry list of things I've wanted to do. And now that you have a clearer mind and more time on your hands and getting better at micromanaging, it's a lot of things that I've been able to knock off my list. Really, I'm almost finished with rearranging my daughter's room. That was a project because I'm tired of the excuses of why it can't be clean or why it stay clean for less than a day. So I've knocked that out. Getting things more organized with the house, getting adjusted with the dog, back to work, and getting things done, and then being able to refocus on the business that I started. So it's been good. I've been busy, so I haven't had any distractions or haven't been keeping the company of people that would make me do anything I shouldn't be doing.
There you go, Miss Goldsmith. Listen to you. You are taking care of business, and I know your daughter is so proud of you, right?
Yes.
She might not like that whole room organizing thing, but everything else, right? She's good with you. There you go.
Yes.
All right. Have you been having any challenges with working the program?
No, because anytime I have any questions, whether it's through the treatment program or if it's through the court, anytime I reach out, I do get readily answers. So I enjoy working with the people that's on my team, or even with going to jams. I went in there yesterday to test, and they said they were bought by a new company, so we had to fill out new paperwork. And I was like, wait a minute, I pay for notifications. So I was like, I
Yes,
need
I
to
didn't know
stay. I
jams
said,
had been bought out by anyone.
they under a new company. So the only thing is, like, our PIN numbers changed, the number we call changed. But when I signed up in December, when I started going, I signed up for notifications. So every day I would get a text message or a phone call about having a report, which is good reminders. But I guess the new company gonna end up doing the same thing as well.
Okay, I need someone to shoot Mr. Wade a message.
I will, Your
And
Honor.
Mr. Morgan.
Yeah,
Yes,
I will.
that
I'm on
they have
top of it.
changed their management. That's something that they should have notified us of, and maybe they did.
No.
And because yesterday court stopped abruptly, I'm trying to give the benefit of the doubt since we airing live on YouTube. But yeah, we're glad to hear from you, Ms. Goldsmith. Thank you. Anytime there's a change in any service that we refer to, we want to know. Because if something goes wrong, we're gonna be looking at you. If you missed the screen or it's reported you didn't show up, I'm gonna be looking like, Ms. Goldsmith, what's going on with you? And those are things they should tell us. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. All right. Do you have any questions for the team this morning, Ms. Goldsmith? Anything you're struggling with?
No struggles thus far. Praying it stays that way.
Yes. All right. And no questions for the team?
No, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Griffin, any other updates as to Ms. Goldsmith?
Like she said, she went to counseling. I did receive a report. I haven't had the opportunity to read it yet. I got it yesterday evening from our counselor. So I looked at it a little bit or whatever. So it's a treatment plan and assessment. Look like she's doing very well, paying attention and everything. So once I look at it fully, I'll give you a full update on it. But she's doing good. Like I said, from the first day I met her, her disposition has just been wonderful. And, I think she's learning a lot about herself, but she's really doing well.
All right. Very good. Very good. Anything from any of the other team members as to Ms. Goldsmith?
No, Judge, thank you.
If nothing else, okay. If nothing else, Mr. Griffin, what's next for Ms. Goldsmith?
Your Honor, Ms. Goldsmith will be coming back to see you on February the 17th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right, very good. Did you get that, Ms. Goldsmith?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, wonderful. So good to see you. Continue to do well, and we are here if you need us, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. I am going to do Mr. Wilson and then Mr. Grunbaum. I'll be ready for Mr. Kudliak. Mr. Wilson, if you could unmute for me, good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you, Judge?
I'm doing well. How are you today?
I'm pretty good. I just had experienced a very tired phase this morning. I got tired watching the crew shovel and plow my snow. I got tired watching it. Different experience, a good experience.
Yes, and you have earned the right to watch from the window. I hope you were inside the comfort and warmth of your home.
Well,
you have earned the right to do that.
Definitely.
All right, wonderful. Let me place your case number on the record. I have case number 193-6817. Mr. Wilson, state your full name for me.
Ernest Wilson.
All right, Mr. Wilson, you're enjoying this retirement thing, aren't you?
I definitely am.
That's good. That's good. And you're enjoying it sober. How's that? How's that been for you?
It's been pretty wonderful. It's actually 26 months on the 7th. So
yeah, come on, let's celebrate. There you go. Look at you. Very good, Mr. Wilson. Very good. And how does that feel to know that you can do life without using any type of substance?
It feels great. It's the experience to deal with my grown kids and my grandchildren on a whole different phase other than being retired, because it gives you more time. And now you have more of the mind to understand the different things you can do with them, as playing with them games and teaching them. That's the main part of it, is living a life. And I always look at it, and when I do things and I talk about it, I look at where I have been and where I am now and where I am going is something that I put in had a little plaque made for that in wood, actually at the exit of my garage, to where I could read that every day, that I do walk out my home, knowing where I've been, where I am now, and where I am going. So it leaves a good phase in your mind to have a stability and the strength to make sure that you go forward with what you have to do and what your plans are.
There you go. Very good. Mr. Wilson, are you having any issues with any aspect of the program so far?
No, just that I'm on phase 10.
You're on phase 10. Where's phase 10?
That's all. No, I have no issues with the program. I think and I see that the program does its service for myself and for other individuals, men and women, young and old, in the program, even by getting on Zoom to some of the meetings and hearing. And even on Zoom, they laugh because some of them have 3 minutes. They give you 3 minutes and then they try to go to the next person so everybody can have a share. They don't say nothing to me anymore because I'm always 5-6 minutes, because they actually listen and hear what I have to say.
All right. Very good. And I'm certain that you share some really good things with them. I'm certain that you do.
Yes, just basically about life and what we are going through as people with alcoholic problems.
Yes. Yes. All right, Mr. Wilson, do you have any questions for the team on this morning?
No, none at all.
All right, Mr. Griffin.
Yeah, like Mr. Wilson said, Mr. Wilson is doing fine. He's in phase 2. He has a 24-month contract, so he's been with us just over a year. So he's processing. We're working on the things in phase 2. Always pleasant attitude, always teaching, and I think he learned a lot about himself in this process, whatever. So proud of him to consider, somebody, his stature and the things, that he's been through and did that. He's accepted the program and working. And so just like working with him, very insightful, and just continue, to do what you need to do. But other than that, he's doing very well.
All right, very good. Anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Wilson?
No, Judge.
If not, let's get a date for Mr. Wilson.
Your Honor, he'll be coming back February the 24th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. and that will be a face-to-face with me.
All right, at 10:30. Very good, on the 24th of February. All right, Mr. Wilson, good to see you. Take good care of yourself. And I will see you pretty soon, not too long.
All right, everybody have a safe way home. And if you're home, be safe inside.
All right, thank you. I need to make a quick change. I do need to call Ms. Hoffman next because she's going to an appointment that the court has ordered her to go to. Ms. Hoffman, I'm gonna have you unmute. And I did tell Ms. Cleveland to let you know, you've got to get on early. I'm gonna take you in the order in which you got on. So make sure you're getting on early enough that when you know you have to go to a session. So let me place your case number on the record. Z807-3211 and Z808-1061. State your full name for me, Ms. Hoffman.
Holly Hoffman.
All right, how are you doing today, Ms. Hoffman?
Good, how are you?
I am doing well, thank you. We had an opportunity to staff and you are not having any issues, is that correct?
Yes.
That is music to my ears, Ms. Hoffman. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I needed a breather and you're giving me one. Thank you, Ms. Hoffman, thank you. All right, are you still taking good care of those beautiful babies you have?
Yeah, they're something else, I'll tell you.
Yes, ma'am, as they should be, as they should be.
Jumping off
All
tables,
right.
it's crazy.
Yes, yes, yes. And so, Ms. Hoffman, what are you doing to take good care of yourself and to progress through the program?
Just taking it day by day. I've been doing counseling once a week. I'm starting group, I think, next week. And then the psychiatrist that I'm going to be talking to today will be going over. This is the first time that I'll be talking to them. So we'll see what she has to say. And just, staying positive, which has always been something I'm not good at. Working
Okay.
on. Well, yeah.
That's good. Staying positive. Absolutely. Very good. I'm so glad to hear that. Is there anything that you're struggling with that you need us to help you with as a team?
No, not at the time. I actually bought a planner because I'm trying to just gather it all, get it all together.
There you go.
Because I'm
Organize
always
yourself.
scatterbrained. There's so many things, I get overwhelmed and then I just shut down. So I'm just trying to get myself in order.
All right. Very good. I'm so glad to hear that. I am. I'm really glad to hear that. Let me hear from Ms. Cleveland so we can get you out of here.
Thank you, Your Honor, and good morning again. Ms. Hoffman is reporting accurately. She is compliant with all the court's orders. It did take her a long time to get this appointment, so I'm glad she's going to be able to make this one. Again, the reminder is to be in court on time. That way you can be heard early. Your Honor, there's no alerts on her device. She has been screening as required. Those were important factors for her stabilization. She's still in phase 1, which means that, that's what we're working on, the therapy portion, as well as the stabilization, as well as good screens. So she is compliant with that, Your Honor. I'm glad to see she's becoming organized, and I'm remaining in contact with her to make sure that she stays on track because she is on court orders for 24 months, Your Honor.
All right, very good. If nothing else from the rest of the team as to Ms. Hoffman, let's get her return date.
Your Honor, it's February 17th, 2022 at 8:30 a.m.
Let's do 8:35.
Oh, sorry, 8:35. Yes, ma'am.
Right, yeah, they've been messing with my docket and I need to make sure my cases are separate. All right, very good. Okay, Ms. Hoffman, I am proud of you. Go and do what you need to do on this morning and I'll see you in a couple of weeks, okay?
Thank you so much.
All right, you're very welcome. All right, Mr. Grunbaum, if you could unmute and raise your right hand, I am ready for your cases. Do you swear or affirm that you will interpret the cases, that you will interpret the words spoken in the matters of this morning, and that you will do so completely and accurately without any additions or deletions, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
Thank you. You may place your hand down and tell me your name as well as your qualifications for the record.
I am an interpreter from Russian, Ukrainian, Hungarian, registered with the state of Michigan, and my name is Victor Grunbaum.
All right, thank you, Mr. Grunbaum. I'm ready to do Mr. Kutliak's case first. I have the following. Case number 200211 FD. Mr. Kutliak, please state your full name for the record. Mr. Grunbaum?
Mr. Kudlyak, ваше дело будет сейчас прослушиваться. Назовите, пожалуйста, свое имя.
Павло Кудляк.
Good morning to you, Mr. Kuliak.
Доброе утро.
Morning, Judge. Ой, sorry. Sorry.
All right. Did we get it? That's okay, Mr. Kuliak. You're fine. You're
Всё в
fine.
порядке.
Я просто я работаю на работе и стараюсь учить английский и разговаривать больше английским.
I'm during working hours, I am trying to learn the language and speak as much English as I can.
Good for you, Mr. Kuliak.
Thank you.
All right. All right, very good. Mr. Kuliak, how are you doing with respect to working your program?
Как у вас идут дела по поводу программы?
По поводу программы идут хорошо. Делаю анализы дважды в неделю. На следующей неделе будет appointment на терапию с переводчиком. Ну, думаю, что все идет хорошо, очень хорошо.
In terms of the program, I'm doing very well. I test twice a week, and next week I'm going to have an appointment for the therapy with an interpreter. So everything is going well.
Very good. How do you feel about working the program so far?
Ну, на сегодняшний день, как вы вообще чувствуете себя по поводу этой программы?
По поводу программы очень хорошо. Жизнь как бы началась заново, потому что до алкоголя это совсем плохая жизнь. Сейчас начал новую жизнь. Как бы говорится, очень хорошо. Я вот долгое время вообще не употребляю алкоголя и чувствую себя очень прекрасно.
In terms of the program, I'm doing very well. It seems like there was life before alcohol and life after alcohol. And since I haven't been using alcohol, life is completely different. I'm doing very well.
That is wonderful. That is absolutely wonderful.
Я извиняюсь, я просто сейчас начинаю доходить ко мне слова, которые были сказаны мне 15 лет тому назад, аж теперь они до меня доходят.
I'm realizing certain words that were told to me 15 years ago. Now I'm finally realizing what they meant.
Words like?
Слова как, например?
Когда я покидал воинскую часть, мой командир сказал, многим из нас мы были молодые, он сказал, что жизнь – это большой супермаркет. Ты можешь взять от жизни все, что угодно в этом супермаркете, но запомни, что в конце тебе надо будет заплатить.
When I was getting out of the army, my sergeant told me that life is like a big supermarket. And you can take anything you want from the supermarket, but at the end, you're going to have to pay for it.
Oh, that's some good stuff.
Интересные, сильные слова.
Да, если употребляешь алкоголь, если перегнул палку, в конце тебе нужно будет заплатить. В 2020-м у меня друг умер в 26 лет, так что я уже понял, что это такое.
Yeah, when I use alcohol, at the end you have to pay for it. In 2020, a friend of mine who was 26 years old passed away because of alcohol use. So I really do understand what that is.
Wow, wow. Mr. Griffin, it sounds like Mr. Kuliak is engaging and he is embracing what this program has to offer.
Mr. Griffin, такое ощущение, что мистер Кудляк понимает теперь, о чем эта программа, и что он обнимает эту программу и вникает в нее.
Yes, Your Honor. I've been working with him, made him talk at least a couple of days a week. He's be so nervous and everything about everything. I just told him just to calm down. So today, he ain't calmed down. So I'm proud of him. He's moving forward.
Я очень довольна им. Я с ним разговариваю 2 раза в неделю, и он обычно очень такой в напряженном состоянии. Я всегда говорю ему, чтобы он успокаивался, чтобы он релакснул. И вот сейчас, наконец, такое ощущение, что он немножечко успокоился.
Спасибо.
All right. Mr. Griffin, are there any issues to report as to Mr. Kuliak?
Какие-то проблемы, которые могут иметь отношение к мистеру Кудляку?
No, Your Honor, all tests been negative, and we finally got this therapy stuff set up. So other than that, we're doing good.
Никаких проблем, мы делаем очень хорошо. Тесты отрицательные. И вот сейчас начинаем эту терапию, так что все хорошо.
All right, if Mr. Kuliak doesn't have any questions for the court, Mr. Griffin can give us a return to court date for him.
Если мистер Кудляк не имеет вопросы к суду, то мистер Гриффин может нам дать новую дату, когда вернуться в суд.
Нет, Ваша честь, нет вопросов. Пока что все хорошо. Спасибо.
There are no questions. For right now, everything is fine. Thank you.
Okay, Your Honor, he'll be coming back to see you, Your Honor, February the 17th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
17 февраля в 8:35.
Okay.
All right. Good to see you, Mr. Kuliak. Continue to do well. Enjoy the rest of your week, okay?
Вас видеть, хорошей недели.
Хорошо, спасибо. И вас.
Thank you. Same to you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. I am ready to go to Mr. Moscow. I have the following case number 200-440-8901. Mr. Moscow, unmute and tell the court your name, please.
Мистер Мацкаль, пожалуйста, включите ваш звук и скажите суду свое имя.
Степан Москаль.
All right. Good morning to you, Mr. Moscow.
Доброго ранку. Good morning.
All right. Is Ms. McDonald with you, Attorney McDonald? Good morning to you, if you can hear me. There you are. Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Karen McDonald here with Mr. Moscow appearing via Zoom.
All right.
Доброе утро. Адвокат Макдоналд здесь на Зуме представляет мистера Мацкаля.
All right, Miss McDonald, Attorney McDonald, I'm going to start with you. Is there anything that you need to update the court on with respect to Mr. Moscow, or anything that you need the court to help Mr. Moscow with?
No, thank you very much, Your Honor. I did want to
hold on. Let Mr. Grunbaum interpret. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mr. Grunbaum.
Я начну с адвоката Макдоналд. У вас есть какие-то заявления, которые вы хотите, или какие-то сообщения, которые вы хотите дать по поводу вашего клиента суду?
I just wanted to indicate that Mr. Griffin has just been a remarkable case manager, just a wonderful guy and a great case manager. And I just wanted to compliment him, to Your Honor. That's all.
Я хотіла зробити комплімент містеру Гриффіну, що він дуже добрий кейс-менеджер.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, look, I'm about to be like a proud mother. Yes, he is a good, great case manager. Thank you for that recognition from Mr. Griffin, Ms. Attorney McDonald. I'm sorry, Mr. Griffin, I was having my moment. All right, very good. Let me go to Mr. Moscow. Mr. Moscow, have you been having any issues with respect to working the program?
Містер Мацкаль, у вас є якісь проблеми з програмою?
Проблем немає. Цього понеділка перший раз я ходив на курс анонімних алкоголіків на 7:00 вечора. І там було дуже багато людей різного віку. Чоловіки, жінки, 20, 30, 40, 50 років. І ми...
I have no problems at all. I started my AA meeting on Monday. I was there at 7:00, and there were all kinds of people there, different ages and different gender.
І там кожен розказував свою історію, якби робив висновки з цього, що яку він зараз має проблему, і що цей мітинг йому дуже допомагає.
There were people over there that were stating their case, telling their stories, and saying how these AA meetings help them.
І там один чоловік дав мені брошури, тобто книжки, щоб я прочитав, про що там. І в кінці цього мітингу ми стали, помолилися і розійшлися додому. І наступний мітинг наступного понеділка на 7 вечора.
And there was a gentleman who gave me some brochures for me to read, and we've talked, and after the meeting, we've all gone to our homes, and the next meeting is Monday at 7 o'clock.
Wonderful.
А так то я ходжу.
Wonderful.
А так то я ходжу 2 рази в тиждень на тест, і завтра в мене апойтмент на терапію на 9:30 ранку.
And I also go for testing twice a week, and I do have an appointment tomorrow for the therapy meeting.
Якби все, що по програмі, то все я виконую, і якби хочу, щоб це все чим швидше закінчилося. Ну, роблю те, що треба.
And I am doing everything I need to do that the program requires, and I want this obviously to be over as soon as possible, as fast as possible, and I'm doing very well.
Mr. Moscow, you want it to be over so fast. It sounds like you're just getting into it, sir. Usually I have to pull everything out of you. It's good to have you express what you're learning.
Містер Мацкаль, ви тільки почали, ви вже хочете, щоб то завершилося. То дуже добре слухати від вас, що ви так розслабляєтесь, і ви можете щось розповісти про своє життя.
Чим раз тим буду я більше розповідати, бо я розумію, що треба відповідати і так далі.
Now I understand what is required of me in this program and what you expect of me, Judge.
All right. I'm glad that you're working the program. I hope that you're working it not to just get it finished and over with, but that you're working it to learn some real good life lessons that will last you a lifetime.
Я надіюсь, що ви працюєте на цій програмі не тільки для того, щоб як можна швидше закінчити її, а для того, щоб ви чомусь навчилися і щоб вам воно щось в житті дало.
Це воно дуже мені допомагає. Я роблю певні висновки. Ця програма дуже допомагає людям, які мають подібні проблеми.
The program does really help me a lot, and I'm trying to help other people that also have a similar problem.
All right. Mr. Griffin. What do you want to say, Mr. Griffin? What do you want to update me on?
Mr. Moscow is doing very well. Like with Mr. Kuliak, I just told both, they just had to relax. The judge wants to know what you're learning. It's not, I said, no one wants to be here, but we're here, so let's work. So I think they're getting it.
Я розмовляв з містером Мацкалем і також з містером Кудляком і говорив їм, що треба спокійно, все в порядку, все йде добре, і що тільки треба продовжати на цю програму, і все буде добре.
Кажіть, що кейс-менеджер дуже добрий чоловік. Якщо якісь питання, то я йому текстую, він мені відповідає, допомагає мені дуже багато.
I want to tell the judge that Mr. Griffin is a very nice person, and anytime whenever I have a problem, I text him and he responds immediately. He's a very nice person.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. All right, Mr. Griffin, if nothing else, what's next for Mr. Moscow?
Mr. Moscow is in phase 1 of the program, Your Honor, so he'll be coming back to see you February the 17th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
Ви будете повертатися до суда 17 лютого 8:35.
Добре, it's good.
Very good.
All right, thank you all. Thank you for your patience this morning. I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Keep up the great work you're doing, Mr. Moscow.
Mr. Moscow, у вас продовжайте робити ту роботу, яку ви робите, вона все дуже добре.
Буду старатися.
He's gonna try.
All right, very good. All right, bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Побачення.
Goodbye, Your
До
Honor.
побачення.
Thank you, and thank you to your
Bye-bye,
staff.
Attorney McDonald.
Bye, everybody.
Same
Have
to
a
you.
great day.
You too, Mr. Grunbaum. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, I am ready to go to Cody Hannah. I have the following cases: U 563-09620, U 563-09920, U 563-13120, U 563-13420, U 563-362-0, U 563-14120, U 563-14920, U 563-15020, U 575-84020, U 575-99320, and U 581-17920. Mr. Hannah, state your full name for me.
Cody Hannah.
Good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
How are you this morning, Mr. Hannah?
I'm good. Good.
You doing
Just
good?
just finished up. Just finished up a group.
You just finished up a group?
Yeah, we just finished up our Thursday group. Like just
I can
like
hardly
literally 2
hear
minutes
you,
ago.
so I don't know if you need to speak louder, but
I said we just finished up the Thursday group.
all right. Did you get anything out of that group today?
Yeah, it was called it's pretty much a group that is like it picks a different topic itself every time. It's not like it's not like a course or anything, but today is kind of talking about like how you can't do this by yourself, you know what I'm saying? You know, like we all think, like me personally, I think I always have a way out of a situation, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to take suggestions, but you know, I mean, it's just common for a grown man to be like, oh, I got this. I'm good. We straight, you know, and it's not really like
And
that,
so
you know?
you can't
I mean,
do it by yourself.
Yeah, for sure. You know, it's kind of like a camaraderie type of group, you know what I mean? Like everybody needs somebody, man. Everybody needs somebody, whether for what reason it is, you know, to talk to, whatever it may be for your personal life. You know, everybody needs somebody. You can't do this alone, man.
Very good, Mr. Hannah. How are things going for you at Lake Ridge?
Good. Really just trying. I mean, honestly, like I'm not struggling with anything right now. I mean, I haven't missed a test, nothing. Just my work-life balance, honestly. I mean, I'm going through a breakup right now, and you know, I'm okay. You know, and you know, I'm a firm believer in that everything happens for a reason. You know what I mean? And if I ain't even being a man to myself, I definitely can't be a man to a woman who's grown. You know what I mean? So.
Well, you're fading in and out, so I'm hearing like every other word that you're saying. I don't know.
Here we go. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay. No, but I was just saying I'm going through a little breakup and whatnot. You know, trying to do what I can to just stay focused, really.
Okay. Are you talking about it with your counselors or anyone,
Yeah,
Miss Diana?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, with my counselor, Alex, at TheraCare, I mean, the last 2 sessions we have, I mean, are just crazy great. I mean, I don't know. She's one of them type of, you know, I don't know if you ever met somebody that could just pull something out of you without even really asking about it, you know? Like she's one of those, I don't know, like she gets me to talk about stuff that I really don't, you know, like to. But,
okay.
I mean, it's usually always a beneficial session. I mean, like I said, I don't know, we've always been on good terms, and we always end up talking longer than we're supposed to, you know what I mean? Because I actually get something out of it.
That's good, Mr. Hannah. I'm glad to hear that. I am.
Yeah.
I did hear you say earlier that you're trying to stay focused. You got some life work balancing to do, but you're trying to stay focused, and I applaud you for that. Your focus is so important. Focus can determine your destiny, your next steps. If we don't focus on it, if you see a set of stairs coming and you have the wrong focus, what's going to happen? You're going to fall down them, or you're going to trip over them, or what have you. So focus is so key. And so I'm glad to hear you say that.
I'm trying to just take different angles with it, Your Honor. I mean, I've tried it every way. I've done it every way, you know? It's not about me making the money. It's not about me getting my stuff back together. I didn't really lose nothing. I just, I can't keep what I have when I decide to use. It's not about me working. It's not about none of that. I don't care about none of that, man. Because I don't, like I seen Officer E yesterday. It was cool, and I didn't even expect it because I work close with him, and I work close to a lot of Detroit Police Department officers and whatnot, and we were getting all the people out of Hart Plaza because it was a cold blue because it was so cold out, and the pipe had burst down under in the Hart Plaza, and I'm sitting there in my van, and there's about 6 different vehicles there, and we're getting people packed up because we got them all into a hotel room, at least while it gets fixed out down there until they have somewhere to go. And I look up, and Officer E's standing at my window. I'm like, he's just looking at me like knocked on the window. I'm like, what's up, man? And he was just, him and a couple other officers and MPOs were out there, checking on the situation, making sure everything was going smoothly. We got, yesterday we got 25 people out of the cold, and half of them are about to get their apartments. So that was cool. Man.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, it was cool. We made a big impact. We made a big impact, especially on downtown yesterday. I mean, a crazy impact. I left it early, because my work schedule, like there's emergencies that I have to go to because I'm one of the only people that are part of the pilot program. My boss doesn't have time to train a lot of other people with it, and so I had left out early and I didn't get back till real late, but I mean it was worth it.
Yeah. Mr. Hannah, you're doing well. And look, Officer E just popped up at your window again. I was just thinking, that's strange. He's not on this morning. And then his face pops up. There he is at your window again.
Yeah, I was looking in the little, when I had that, because I don't know why, but it makes me put my full name in every time, or you won't know who I am on the Zoom call. And I seen him on there. He told me, he's like, I'll pop up on there here. He comes and goes. He's always around me. I work close with a lot of the officers that, did anything they can for me till they couldn't no more. You know what I'm saying? So me and him actually, I have a personal relationship with the man. When I was naive and younger, I'll never be friends with, or I'll never do that. You know what I'm saying? But that was that man's only option to get me off the streets. He's seen something better in me. I would have to be ignorant and not humble in any way, shape, or form to say that man didn't care about me. So,
yeah,
somebody I can talk to. He's not just a cop. He ain't no cop. I don't even look at him as a cop. It's just his profession. He's so.
Yes, and he's on, Officer E. I don't know if there's anything you want to add. It's good to see you. You're always there when we need you and always willing to help. Officer E.
Good morning, Judge. Good morning, team. It's good to see everybody made it safely to where they needed to go today and yesterday. I just, Cody, I'm really proud of you. You were a huge help and such a big part of that operation yesterday. And you can see in those folks' faces and in their actions how much they appreciate you. And it's great that you can be there and you can tell them what they're going through, because you do. And you've been there, and it's quite a testimony, really. Not to get mushy, but I'm just really proud of you. It's good to see you back on track. I'm like we kind of discussed yesterday. I won't go into all of it, but what you and I talk about, I'm just really proud of you, and just keep going, man. You got it in you. You do. You're doing fantastic, and we as police and as people in society and in our community, we just really appreciate what you're out there doing. It makes our job a lot more smooth, that we can reach out to people like you that truly care too. You did a great job yesterday. I know it's thankless a lot of times. Believe me, I understand. But you guys did a great job. I'm really super proud of you. You're doing so good. And we're still here for you. If struggles are going to come our way, it does for me. It does for the judge. It does for your social workers, your counselors. But you're not alone, and we know we're not either. So it was great talking with you again yesterday. I'll get off the soapbox, but I'm proud of you. Keep going, man. And I'm always here. You know how to get a hold of me. You got my number.
I'll
You're
give you
doing
a shout.
great. Just keep it up. Yeah, please do.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Officer E. Let me hear from Miss Cleveland. I see you over there. Don't forget about me, Judge. I see you, Miss Cleveland. What do you want to tell me?
I was greeting Officer E, and that was just a wonderful discussion, talk regarding Mr. Hanna, things that I'm witnessing and observing in him as well. I do find that Mr. Hanna values his job. I know he does, and I can see why, because he's helping, he's giving back, he's proving his humanity, which is wonderful. He's getting good reports from his counselor. I did have a conversation with Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams said that so far he's progressing well, but he has to remain cognizant of the fact that the time frames for his ability to work has to remain in line with what's going on in their program, because he has to also be affected to his program and to himself. So that was something I wanted to report to the judge as well.
Absolutely.
He has reconnected with his testing protocol. He's doing that in the manner that he's supposed to. He's also connected with additional services besides the one that he's mentioned today. I mentioned them in staffing manner, and I'm waiting on progress reports, especially the one for the clinical assessment from an evaluation that we're seeking. So I'm going to reach out to them again to get that. Your Honor, other than that, Mr. Hanna calls me as required. He's in phase 2. He's doing a wonderful job. I'm very proud of him as well. We're here for him. Doing good, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Hanna?
No, Your Honor.
No, Judge.
Nothing else? All right, Miss Cleveland. Well, Mr. Hanna, did you have any questions today?
Actually, just one. I mean, and I haven't asked this just because, truthfully, it doesn't matter to me. How long is there a specific amount of time I'm going to be at Lake Ridge, or are we just going to go through my progress and we'll keep it from there?
So we'll go with your progress. However, I do want you to have conversations with Miss Cleveland about what's next for you. Because you're not going to stay at Lake Ridge forever. Ultimately, we're going to have you in a safe environment that's conducive for what you're doing right now, so you can continue to be in recovery. And so you and Miss Cleveland should have those discussions. But I definitely look at your progress, okay?
Okay, yeah, no, I figured that. I didn't want to ask, because I figured it would just go as because with it me being
here.
No,
those are important questions. You should know. You should definitely know what's going on and what to expect, okay? So never hesitate to ask us about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not pressed about it because I'm getting something out of it here. So I'm not in a rush. Or, Miss Cleveland, when can I go? And I'm not even looking at it like that. You know what I'm saying? I need it. Like I told you in the last court, that I needed this to happen. This needed to happen. Whether it was jail, something needed to happen. So I'm taking it in stride. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Mr. Hanna, it's good to see you. I'm so proud of you. And I want the courtroom to join me in giving Mr. Hanna a judicial applause. He is doing an excellent job. He is progressing the way that he should. We are proud of you, Mr. Hanna. Yes, we are. All right?
Thank you. Okay.
All right, take care. Thank you, Officer E, for being
what's the return of court day, Your Honor?
Oh, I do need to give you a date. Let's do that. Come on, Miss Cleveland. He wants to come back.
Thank you, Your Honor. And actually, it's February 24th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. as a face-to-face, because he's in phase 2. So he is making good progress. But I also want him to know that he has to come down to the court so that he can get that that one device installed. So hopefully we can see him tomorrow.
Okay. Well, I'll text you after this. Okay, Tassie?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yep.
All right, very good. Thank you all. I appreciate you. Be safe out there, Officer E. Be safe, Cody Hanna.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks, Judge.
All right, take care.
Have a great day. Thank you.
Right. You too. All right, I am ready on Mr. Manning. And then after I do Mr. Manning, I'm going to take a quick break because I've been sitting in one spot for 2 hours. Yes, I have, and I deserve to be able to get up and be human. All right, so let's go to Mr. Manning. Mr. Manning, I have case number Z8080701. State your full name for me.
Yes, Javon Manning.
Good morning, Mr. Manning. How are you today?
I'm all right. How about yourself, Judge?
I'm doing well. You've been taking it all in. Did you hear anything this morning that's helped you on your journey?
Actually, I just buried a good friend of mine who was killed not too long ago, and you know, at the Detroit Republic Recovery Project, at the meeting, you know, we talked about recognizing when we're in relapse mode, and that was one of the moments where I noticed I was in relapse mode. I didn't use anything, but I noticed by me being around friends and, you know, everybody that was drinking and smoking, I realized it was time for me to just remove myself from that situation and just going back home.
All right. And so you understood that you were in relapse mode and it may have been triggered by the loss of a loved one?
Exactly, yeah.
I'm so sorry to hear about your loss. I'm sorry to hear that, of course, you said he was killed. And so there's, I don't know that there's any worse way to lose someone that you love other than for their lives to be taken. And it had to be something senseless because nothing is worth dying for. And so I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that you're opening up to your counselor at Detroit Recovery Project.
Actually, yes, we talked about it in group, and
Okay.
you know, that was like one of the things we talked about is recognizing when you're in relapse mode and doing something about it instead of using, just, you know, removing yourself from the situation and talking about it and, you know, dealing with it in certain other ways than using marijuana or drinking.
There you go. Very good. And so when you said that you separated from the people, I've got to go back. Thank you for your honesty. I appreciate it. People get on here every day and they say, oh, no issues. I'm fine. I'm great. I'm wonderful. And I always put a little dot by their name or, you know, for the entry that day. Because if everything was fine, great, wonderful, and no challenges, they wouldn't be with me. They could have just said, I'm going to stop, and they would have stopped. Thank you for being honest that there are things that can trigger and put you in a place where, you know, you're vulnerable to relapse. So we appreciate your honesty. I'm also extremely proud of you, Mr. Manning, that because it sounds like you responded appropriately. You said for you, you had to just go home.
Yeah, it was, I noticed it was just time for me to go. So I told my ride it was just time for me to go. Can he just drop me off? And he had no problem with it. He understood the program that I'm in, and he went on ahead and dropped me off at home.
You make sure you tell your ride, I said, thank you. That's a real friend. That's a real friend. You see your other friend in need, a friend in need, even if it inconveniences you, get up and do something about it. And so make sure you tell that person that I said, thank you. All right, Mr. Manning, what else are you dealing with that maybe we can be of assistance to you?
Well, I'm not having too much of other problems. Nothing major at this time.
All right, very good. You're doing everything you're supposed to do to work your program?
Yes, ma'am. I go to my meetings, making sure I go do my drops and everything. I actually have an uncle that's in recovery. He's been in recovery for 20-some years now. So I have a lot of conversations with him about this recovery stage thing. And actually he became like a good friend of mine now. I go to his house more than anything now. So
look at you.
So me and him sit up and have a lot of conversations about it, and you know, he's real helpful. He even offered to come to some meetings with me on some days I have to go to meet.
Good. That's a good uncle. That's a good uncle. Yeah. Wonderful. Is there anything that you have questions about, Mr. Manning, with respect to the program or in general?
No, ma'am, not at this time.
All right. Let me hear from case manager. Ms. Cleveland?
Yes. Thank you, sir, for all the things that you're doing and recommitting yourself to the program. On the 20th, we had the last hearing, and I know that you had some things happen, but you're back on track, which is wonderful. Your Honor, he's making good progress. I got a wonderful progress report actually for him from DRP. So they're saying that he's doing what he's supposed to be doing, and he is making good progress. Your Honor, I want to give him my condolences for his loss and his family of his friend. And I also want to report that he is going to be a candidate for our global supervision. I sent him a message and a chat, and I need him to respond to that so that I can get that established and set up for him by tomorrow. So I need him to know that. Your Honor, he's in a 5-phase program. He's one of the people that came in. He's 42 days in. He's making good progress again, reconnected with all the services and being compliant. So I want to be able to make that application as soon as I can for him, so he can also move into the next phase, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Anything else from any of the other team members asked to Mr. Manning? Mr. Manning, make sure you get back with Ms. Cleveland. She has some things, that deadline she has to meet. So you want to make sure you get back with her today, okay?
Okay.
All right. Anything from any of the other team members asked to Mr. Manning?
No, Judge, thank you.
All right. If nothing else, Ms. Cleveland, what's next for Mr. Manning?
His next court date, Your Honor, as being in phase 1, he would have to appear via Zoom at 8:35 a.m. on February 17th, 2022. And I am asking that he put his phone number in the chat for me so that I can call him, because I'm working from home today, if that's okay.
Yes, just make sure you only chat it to Ms. Cleveland, just to Ms. Cleveland. Okay?
All right.
Mr. Manning?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Sorry.
Make sure you hit Ms. Cleveland, otherwise you don't want the whole world to see your cell number. You might get some weird calls. All right?
All right.
All right, I want you to keep up the great work you're doing. Mr. Fikens, were you getting ready to say something?
No, Judge, I was just, sorry, I was moving about trying to get my old bones moving again, Judge, that's all.
Oh, okay, I thought you were leaning in to say something. All right, very good. If nothing else, Mr. Manning, take good care of yourself. We'll see you in a couple of weeks, okay?
All right. Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. And then with that, I'm going to go into recess for about 7 minutes. Court will convene at 10:30. Ms. Wilson, you can let everybody into the courtroom. Please let them know if they do not have their names on their device. If somebody's sitting in here on a Galaxy 812, I have no idea who that is. Please make sure they put their names on their devices. Court is in recess until 10:30. Thank you.
Mr. Goodson, can you hear me? If you can hear me, can you unmute?
I hear you.
You hear me, Mr. Goodson?
Oh, yes.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay. I went to the restroom.
Okay, no, that's not a problem. We actually had a phone-to-phone today. You didn't really have to come to court.
You kidding me?
No. So,
I mean, all this snow. No, I made a snowman, Mr. Yancey, yesterday.
Did you?
I mean,
okay.
No, I made an angel.
Okay.
I laid down in the snow and made an angel. Okay, go ahead.
So how about I call you about 11:30?
11:30?
Is that good?
Yes, I'll be ready.
Okay, I'll call you then.
All right, I can go to work now.
Yep, you're all set.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Mr. Yancey. Nothing. I'll talk to you at 11:30.
Yeah, you don't want everybody to hear. We'll talk.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right. All right.
There you go.
I need you to stay muted, Mr. Centennial.
Muted?
Yes. The person in the Galaxy A12, what is your name, please?
That might be me. I'm not positive. If it is me, it's Manuel Centeno. Manuel Edwin Centeno.
It's not you, Mr. Manuel. Your
Okay,
name
okay.
is on the screen. Thank you.
All right.
All right, court is back in session. I am ready on Janine Walker. Miss Walker, are you with me? There
Yes, I'm
she
here.
is. Good morning, Miss Walker. All right.
Good
I
morning.
have the following. Good morning. I have the following for you. Case number 20C78466. Miss Walker, state your full name for me.
Janine Walker.
All right, Miss Walker, I see you're at work and you're on your break. How are things going with you?
Good, good, good.
Tell me what that means, that they're going good, good, good.
I actually did a fast last week with my church. It was a 7-day fast, and it was challenging, but it was interesting. It was some challenging days, but I got through it. And I know if I can get through that and stay dedicated and stay committed, I know I can get through sobriety and stay sober. So that was one of my goals that I accomplished last week that I was proud of. And
look at you, I'm proud of you too. Yes, ma'am. What else is going on?
I've just been working and going to my sessions with my therapist, with Development Center, and staying sober.
All right, how difficult has it been for you to stay on track?
It really haven't been difficult. I guess because I haven't been putting myself in the environment too, because that was one of the problems. So I just been going to work and going home, doing other little things, but I haven't been around in the environment, so I haven't really been thinking about it. Haven't even crossed my mind. So I've been good.
All right, very good. How's your son doing?
He's doing better. I wish they could stay in school instead of virtual, because he be at home just be wilding out, doing everything. He done broke my TV. I don't know how, but anyway, yeah, I wish they could stay in school. So,
I wish they would stay in school too. And you know what? I have the remedy for it. Take the vaccine, get the vaccine, everybody, let's do it.
Yeah.
So these babies can
he
go to school.
Vaccinated too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got him vaccinated. Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about everybody else.
Yeah.
So these babies can go to school and they can have friends and have a normal life and have recess and lunch and art and gym. Those things, I see it. Those kids, they need that interaction.
It do, because at first my son, he wasn't really feeling school or whatever. But then once he started doing virtual and he had to stay at home and it got boring, now when he first moved back to school Monday, he like, "Man, I just love school." Yeah, I bet you do, because you interacting with people. You're not at home just sitting there by yourself or, with an adult. But yeah, they need to be in school.
And isn't this a wonderful time for you to be on the path of sobriety that you're on? Especially given that we're in the midst of a pandemic and you're rearing a child.
Right. Yeah.
This is a good thing for you. All right. Do you have any questions for the team? Anything that you need us to help you with, Ms. Walker?
No, not at the time.
All right. You know that we're available if you need us, right?
Yeah.
All right. Miss Cleveland, what do you want to tell me about Miss Walker?
Good morning again, Your Honor, and Miss Walker and everyone. She's doing very well. She is on track. I'd like to report, Your Honor, that she has had 60 days of sobriety, consistent.
Yeah, so come on. Yes, you have. Yes.
She's complying with all your court's orders. We discussed her matter in staffing, and I still would like to make the recommendation for her to have the removal of her sober link. She is doing both. She's going to test as well as using that device. We'd like to have her try this without the device And then she would be on a good track if she remains compliant for promotion.
All right, Miss Walker, are you ready for that sober link to be returned?
Yes.
All right. Look, that thing can't keep you sober, but you can make decisions as to whether or not I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do, which includes showing up to test, making sure that your tests are good, okay? And utilizing the resources that you have available to you so that if you face a trigger, your first response does not have to be picking up, okay?
Right, okay.
All right, the team agreed that you should be removed from the sober link. And so, Miss Cleveland, I want you to get that done for her on today.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, very good. Anything else from any of the other team members?
Yes, Judge, I'd like to congratulate you on a good report. Keep up the good work. And I'm so impressed. You said a fast for 7 days. I can't imagine not eating for 7 days. Keep up the good work. I am really proud of you and I'm impressed. A 7-day fast. Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Ms. Walker.
Thank you.
No hot and ready's, Mr. Reed. No Motor City. 7 days, Mr. Reed.
Yes.
All right.
And
Anyone
I-
else on the team?
Well, I just want to concur with what Mr. Reed said. That would be awfully hard for me to accomplish. So it shows your dedication to what you believe in and what you do, Ms. Walker. So keep up the great work. We are proud of you.
Thank you.
Yes, and it's definitely a demonstration that you have some willpower, ma'am. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. All right. If nothing else, Miss Cleveland, what's next for Miss Walker?
Your Honor, she's still in phase 1. So she would be reporting via Zoom at 8:35 a.m. on February 17th, 2022.
And she's going to do 10 o'clock. Is that correct?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, that's right. 10 a.m. because of her work schedule. I apologize.
Yes. Put her on for 10. 2:17? Yes, ma'am. All right. Very good. Did you get that, Miss Walker?
Yes, I did.
All right. Take care of yourself. Good to see you. Be safe. And we are here if you need us, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. Take care.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Did you find out who the probation officer was for the case, the review case, Al Jabari?
I did. It's Delator. They're not in, but Ms. Brimage is working on it and getting some information. She's gonna probably log in.
All right, wonderful. So Mr. Al Jabari, as soon as the probation officer is able to review, they will come on and then I'll call your case, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. All right, let's keep going to Miss Milton. Miss Milton, can you please unmute for me? Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm well. I'm well. What were you doing in that waiting room so long? Did you join us late?
I actually did join you late. My baby was a little ill over here. And by the time I looked up and realized, I said, oh my gosh, I'm supposed to be in court today. So that is my apologies for showing up late. I still wanted to make sure my presence was here. At first, I was thinking maybe the courts were closed because I was waiting. I got in the room at maybe about 9:20. And I was like, well, maybe they're closed.
We never close. We never close. Some people stay at home, but we never close.
Okay. And I was thinking,
we
said,
are
well,
special.
Yeah, once I waited from 9:20 to 9:45, that's when I called your office and then I spoke with someone that gave me the link and he said, listen, you're on the right link. You just have to wait until someone actually admits you into the room. So my apologies for being late. I just still want to make sure my presence was here.
Yes, ma'am, we have you. How is your baby doing now?
He's doing good. He's running a fever and an ear infection. It's that season, you know?
Oh, so that means he's not a happy camper.
He's not. He's pouty. He's in and out. You know, I made the mistake of, I washed his hair on Sunday and he went to daycare Monday. And I don't think his pores were closed all the way. So I think that's probably what caused him being sick and then the ear infection and the fever. And we're just trying to battle it out. Hopefully by next week, he should be feeling much better.
I hope so, little guy.
Yeah.
I hope so. All right, let me place your case numbers on the record. I have the following for Toya Milton, Z800982. I also have case number Z8081261. Miss Milton, state your full name for me.
Yes, it's Toya Milton.
All right, Miss Milton, how are you doing with respect to working the program?
Very good. Just staying active and everything I'm supposed to be doing. Definitely doing all of my wellness checkups. Well, not wellness, those are my drug screenings, excuse me. And then also going to my therapy as well. Just trying to remain compliant, definitely distancing myself from those folks who were friends, but really my turn up crew, that's over. I'm just trying to remain sober and do everything that I'm supposed to be doing. So,
Miss Milton, you had a turn up crew.
Yes, I did. I'm not even gonna lie. It was about 3 or 4 of my girlfriends from college on just, yes, sadly.
Okay, all right. You're much younger than me then, because that's not what we called it back in my day, but I'm write that down, the turn up crew.
Oh yeah,
all right,
you guys probably had road dogs back then.
Road dogs, come on. Let's do it. On the road.
Yeah,
there you go.
I was just the irresponsible one out of it, or either they just didn't get caught, one of the two, but I got caught, so hey.
Yeah, and so now you're learning some valuable things, and it's a good thing you got caught, because you got caught before something terrible happened, right?
That's absolutely correct. That's absolutely correct. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Are you having any challenges with working the program?
No, not necessarily, because it's actually kind of catering towards my schedule. So everything has been working out for me. I'm just waiting to possibly get my restricted license at some point. But other than that, I'm doing everything I need to be doing and should be.
All right. Have you had some conversation with your case manager so that they can let you know what all needs to be done in order for you to be presented?
Yes. He told me, what the progress of the program is and that kind of thing. So, yep, I'm in compliance with that. I'm just trying to make sure I do everything correct. So when that time comes, I'm 100% ready to go.
All right. Very good. Do you have any questions for the team this morning, Miss Milton?
No questions at the moment. Nope.
Nothing you need us to help you with?
Nothing that I can think of at the moment. No, ma'am.
All right.
I wanted to let you know I have a new job. Well, I always had a job, but yeah, I was actually working for Michigan Unemployment. Whoa. I was working for them from March of last year all the way up until September of last year. My contract ended. Actually, no, it ended in December. It was supposed to end in September. They extended it till December. And after the program had ended, the contract ended, I ended up getting with the same temp agency. And now it's such a blessing what I'm doing now. I'm helping process the COVID relief funding for tenants in the state of Ohio, the city of Cleveland. So I'm helping people get back on their feet. And
yes, that's wonderful.
It's a blessing coming from, being this aggressive, dominant person on the phone with unemployment, because I was processing like the fraudulent claims and all that kind of messy stuff. So I had to call the people, let them know that, hey, I know what you're doing, that kind of thing. So now it's such a relief knowing that I'm actually helping people, because when I call them, they look forward to my call. Versus, the other one, they were hiding from my call. So it feels good. It feels like I'm doing something good, for society. I feel good about what I'm doing for people. So it really feels good to get up and go to work and do something that's just progressive,
Congratulations to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, very good. Very good. All right. Let me hear Mr. Yancey.
Yes, Your Honor. Miss Milton, she's doing good. She's going to her outpatient treatment. She's making making those screenings in the snow or bad weather. So she's making those. So she's doing pretty good. Now she's got a new job. She's happy about that. And since she's in our 5-phase program, she's really eligible for phase 2. So,
Okay.
so
Are you
she's,
recommending her for phase 2
you know
today?
what, you know what, Your Honor, I'm actually recommending her for phase 2 today.
All right, state on the record what she's accomplished. Yes, state on the record, Mr. Yancey, what she's accomplished in phase 1 that qualifies her.
Well, Your Honor, my first interaction with her wasn't that great. I think she thought I was one of those fraudulent people that she was calling. So that wasn't great, but I understand that when we first start, we're not happy, and whoever you can catch up with and let them know, and if that's me, that's fine. But since that time, there's been a big turnaround. She's doing very well at all well-being. She's making all her screenings, and they've all been negative. And she's been with us since December 14th. So,
okay.
And her disposition has been different. So, and we don't need you to be just super giddy or anything, but she's respectful of all of us, and we appreciate that. So, I just think she's ready to go to phase 2 at this time, Your Honor.
All right, if there's no objection from any of the team members, I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in congratulating Ms. Milton on her promotion to phase 2. Congratulations, Ms. Milton. Yeah.
Thank you
Yes,
so
ma'am.
much. It's been
Yes,
a struggle.
ma'am.
It's been a struggle. I mean, my attitude has changed from the time I got on this phone with you guys. Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah. We understand it. We understand it. And that's why we all have thick skin. But when we see people, it's like that light comes on that, hey, they're really not here to hurt me. They're here to help me. And so I need to probably join the folks that are on my team in helping myself. It's just a wonderful thing. And you've certainly done that. So we're happy about that today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. I will not disappoint myself or any of the other part of your staff or team.
All right, Ms. Milton. Mr. Yancey, what's next?
Yeah, what's next is a February 17th face-to-face with me, which will be at 10:30.
Okay, the 17th.
Right. Yeah, you'll have a one-on-one with Mr. Yancey. And so that'll be on February 17th.
Okay, is that one-on-one on the phone?
That'll be a phone conference.
Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha. All righty.
Yes, ma'am.
All
right, very good. If nothing else, take care of yourself.
Thank you so much. You guys have a great day.
You too.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. I am ready to go to, is Ms. Brimage on?
No, she's gonna come down to the courtroom, Judge.
All right, very good. Let's go to Mr. Centino. I have the following matter, Z8082541. Mr. Centino, state your full name, please.
Manuel Aaron Centeno.
All right, Mr. Centino, did you get on late this morning?
I did. We're running a skeleton crew at work.
Okay, but you've got to reach out because your case manager obviously didn't know that. Yes, and you run the risk of not getting your case heard when you show up late.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
But I'm
All right.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. But we're glad to see you today.
Thank you.
All right. How are things going with you?
Things are going great. Just good enough for better.
All right. Tell me what you're doing. What's going great?
Okay. I'm still employed. And I was able to speak to my church again last Sunday.
Very
that's one
good.
of the things. I'm a I'm a fully trained minister. So, and that's one of my privileges that I lost because of my thing. I call it my thing. And so the church was very content, happy that I was given back the opportunity to speak to the church again.
Very good, Mr. Centino.
Yeah.
Very good.
It's kind
How
of
are things
embarrassing
going
that
with your
part, but
wife?
I'm a fully trained minister and with many years of work.
All right, very good. Very good. And so how are things going with your wife?
Very good.
I see thumbs up. I see a thumb up. Is that good?
Yes.
Yes,
My
sir.
my
All
angel is
right.
still there.
She's still there. Very good. Very good. What are you doing to work the program, Mr. Centino?
Well, I'm attending my meetings at the Detroit Recovery Project. I'm doing my AA meetings online every day. I'm
Okay.
reading my books that I always read, and I'm spending lots and lots of time with my wife and talking to my family again. And I call it share myself with my mom. I mean, I talk to her, but I haven't been able to have the blessing of sending her a little bit of money, back to my home country of Nicaragua. And so I was able to send her money this time. And I know she needs it. It's just that I was not able to before. So, but I was able to share myself with my mom again.
Wonderful. Look at you.
So things are
Very
good.
good. Things are good. Things are very good. Are you
Well, they should
struggling
be.
with anything, Mr. Centino?
No, ma'am. No. Mm-mm. This is the kind of job that you have to show up like really early in the morning. So when I get home, I just want to eat, clean up, and go to bed and get ready for the next day.
And get ready for the next day. All right. Did you have any questions for the team today, Mr. Centino?
No, ma'am. Just to say that I'm grateful for all you guys are doing. You and Miss Cleveland and everybody there and your team. Thank you so much.
All right, Mr. Centino. Let me hear from Miss Cleveland. It is a pleasure to serve you. Miss Cleveland?
Your Honor, he is reporting accurately. He's complying with all your court's orders. I received a very good progress report from him from the Detroit Recovery Project. He's compliant with their process as well. Your Honor, he is doing his testing. He still is on his device. I'll have a conversation with him about that because he has been remaining compliant in both regards, the testing and the device. Your Honor, he is phase 1. He is one of those.
Wait, somebody is straddling some paper, and I need you to. Is that you, Miss Cleveland? Okay, yes. Go ahead.
Sorry, trying to read my notes. He is. He's in phase 1 of the 5-phase program. So he does. I believe his court order is for 14 months. So we want to follow and track him a little closer to make sure he's continuing to make good progress. And Your Honor, other than that, he's doing well.
All right, very good. Anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Centino?
No, Judge, thank you.
All right, very good, Mr. Centino. If nothing else, we're going to get your next court date. Very proud of you, sir. Very proud of you. All right.
His next court date, since he's in phase 1, would be February 17th, 2022 at 8:30 a.m. But Your Honor, I would ask Mr. Centino to report to me if he has break times that would allow him to Zoom in at a certain time so he won't have an interference and be late for court. Then we can put that on the record, you know, so we can move forward. We don't want you to be.
All right, very good. So get with Miss Cleveland, and if you may be able to give her a time.
Yes.
And then that way she can communicate to the court, and we can make sure you report at that time and get you done, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you're very welcome. If nothing else, continue to do well, take good care of yourself, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks, okay? And that's 8:35.
All right.
Okay?
Yes.
All right, very good. Take care.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
I have some additional cases to call while I'm waiting on that one probation matter. I'm ready to call those cases if you all are.
Yes,
I have first up a Taquela Jackson, case number U316-25516. What's going on with Miss Jackson?
Judge, I don't believe she's in the courtroom. I looked back on her account.
No.
This was a plea. It was a 6-month delayed sentence, and the court scheduled this for this day because it was past the 6 months. She did pay her fines and costs, so she has a zero balance. You know,
When was the sentence entered, Mr. Fikens?
in August, Your Honor, August of 2021.
Okay, so she's at the 6 months and is eligible for dismissal. And so for Miss Jackson, I am going to dismiss her matter without prejudice.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
All right. I'm now going to go down to Malaysia, Macklin, 210-00084. Mr. Griffin, was Miss Macklin supposed to be with me today?
No, she's a face-to-face, Your Honor. She should have she should have 3 cases on there somewhere. And I don't know if they got switched in different
Let me
times.
see if I can find.
Time
Here's
slots.
another one.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I see one that I just called. And then on the next page, I have another one, SP 115-63501. Where's Miss Macklin's other case?
You know what? I think y'all actually did a plea deal. The last
so
time
it
we
may
was in
have
court,
gone away.
one
You're right.
went away. Yeah, we did. We took
All
care of it the last time she was in court a couple of weeks ago.
All right. And so what is, good morning, Miss Brimage. Good. What would be Miss Macklin's next court date?
Your Honor, she'll be in to see you on February the 24th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m. And Your Honor, she does have a court date on the her other charges on February the 25th. So we'll know more about that. So I'll update you after that court date.
All right. Will you hang in there with her? All right. Miss Brimage, are you ready? I know you're filling in for someone. Are you ready on that case? Yes. Yes, ma'am. Al-Jabiri. And actually, I'm going to call both of the cases that Ms. Brimage has. I have case number U609-90521. Ms. Brimage, your appearance for the record for probation.
Jasmine Brimage on behalf of the probation department, and I am filling in for Mr. Carlo Delatorre, who was assigned to Mr. Aldenbarn's case.
All right, thank you, Ms. Brimage. And then counsel, Mr. Ellisall. Are you on for Mr. Yes, you are. Your appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Lawrence Ellisell with and on behalf of Ali Al-Jabiri. It's a pleasure to be here, Your Honor.
All right, good to see you. And then Mr. Al-Jabiri.
Hello, Your Honor. My name is Ali Al-Jabiri.
Thank you, and thank you both for your patience this morning. Counsel, I just had a sidebar with Ms. Brimage, who informed me that this matter was assigned to a part-time probation specialist who is not here today. Okay. And this in the file does not contain the necessary documentation for Ms. Brimage to be able to report to this court that Mr. Al-Jabiri has satisfied all of the terms and conditions set forth in the plea. And so what I am going to do is the case is now going to be reassigned to Ms. Brimage, and I am going to I'll schedule this out for 2 weeks so that Mr. Al-Jabiri can get all of his paperwork in. But if he can get it in earlier, I don't have an issue with walking him onto my docket earlier. But she doesn't have the paperwork. I'm not going to confirm paperwork. That's for the probation department to do. Okay. And I have to give Ms. Brimage the opportunity to do so.
Okay, Your Honor, thank you. I emailed it this morning. I thought the game plan was to email it this morning to your clerk, but if you want me to forward it to whoever you direct me to, I'll get it there.
It will go to Ms. Brimage. I don't review documentation. Okay. I definitely don't. And so okay. It would have to go to Ms. Brimage. And Ms. Brimage, are you able to give your email address?
Yes.
For counsel?
Okay. You ready?
Yes, please.
Okay, it's JASMINE.Brimage, BRIMAGE at 36districtcourt.org.
36districtcourt.org.
Correct.
All right, I'll have it to you today. Thank you. And then whatever court date Your Honor has, we'll make it happen.
Well, if he can get it to you today, you want to bring it back tomorrow, or you need another day?
No, tomorrow's fine.
Okay, counsel, do you have an issue with bringing it back on tomorrow if you can get everything to Ms. Brimage today?
Your Honor, I have an in-person on a heavy felony, so I would respectfully ask for something next week, please. Do you have anything on the 8th, Your Honor?
Tuesday. Well, Tuesdays, that's a Tuesday. Yes, yeah. We will make it work on a Tuesday. So okay. I'll bring Mr. Al-Jabiri back on February 8th, 2022. And can we do, that's a Tuesday, that is Veterans. So I need to do 9:45 a.m. Does that work for you, counsel?
That would even be better. Thank you.
All right, wonderful. Mr. Al-Jabiri, thank you for your patience. We'll get this all wrapped up, okay?
I was gonna say I had everything, and I just got accepted into pharmacy school, and I have such a tightly schedule, and like I have to move to Florida. So is it a?
I understand, but this is the wonderful thing. We're virtual. You can be anywhere in the world, and you can still come and see me and get this wrapped up, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, counsel. Good to see you as usual.
As always. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
All right. Very good. All right, Ms. Brimage, I have one more matter to call for you. I have case number U563-62520 for Syed Al-Marij. Mr. Al-Marij did not show up. He was scheduled today for review at 10:00 a.m. You said this case has just been reassigned to you?
It hasn't been assigned to me at all. Did you want it reassigned?
Yes, I need that reassigned to you. And this is what I'll do, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens. I will give her an opportunity to contact that individual. And let's see if you can get in touch with him and bring him back on Tuesday as well. Tuesday, February 8th, 2022. And that would also be at 9:45 a.m. I won't put a KPS in the system for him. Let's give him an opportunity to get it together.
I believe he had a retained attorney Mr. Fikers, does that reflect on the docket?
He did, but I don't know why a retained attorney and a client would show up on a docket right now unless there was some problem. So I'm not sure that, I think we ought to be prepared.
I'm not sure either, but Ms. Brimage has the file. She can reach out and see and let them know. And then if they're not here on Tuesday, then we'll go forward with the caveats.
Yes,
Okay? All right, very good. Thank you, Ms. Brimage.
So did you want the A transfer from now on, you want the?
I thought I had said that to yes, I definitely need to work with one person. Okay? All right. Thank you, Ms. Brimage. You do the same. Thank you.
That attorney did not send anything to me, just for your.
I'm sorry.
That attorney did not send anything to me.
Yeah, but even so, you know, we don't take paperwork, but thank you. All right. All right, thank you. All right, I'm going to continue with the docket. If you could get the adjournment page ready, I'm gonna skip. Are you ready? Then let's go through them. I'm going to call Eugene Anderson, SP 120-39252. For Mr. Anderson,
Did not pay
what's the balance?
$120. It's a civil infraction.
All right, then a default judgment would be entered and the original charge would be reinstated. If there was an original charge.
No, it wasn't amended.
Okay, wonderful. I have for Thayer Ansel Anderson, SP 121-01791. I heard that at 10:30.
Can you say that?
The number is SP 121-01791.
That's why, because it was paid.
It was paid. All right, very good. And then I have for Timothy Anderson, SP 119-82151.
He did not pay. It was $105 and it's a civil infraction.
All right, default judgment will be entered. I have the remaining matters for specialty court. I have for Tanya Goodson, U 569-34320. Mr. Yancey, what's going on with Miss Goodson? Mr. Yancey.
Sorry, Your Honor, this, she's doing well. I talked to her when you took the break. Cause she actually had a face-to-face, and then I'm gonna call her back at probably around 11:30, but she's doing well. She's still in Saginaw. We're still looking for some future housing so she can have a permanent spot that we can check out before her year is up, even though she can stay longer. She's still in compliance with them. It's still lots and lots of treatment, lots of screenings, everything. So she's doing well.
All right, very good. It was so good to see her face this morning. What's her return to court date?
Her return date is February 24th. And for her, if we can make it 9 o'clock.
All right, that works. Thank you.
Yes.
I have for Gregory Grunwald, Z 806-6981. What's going on with Mr. Grunwald?
I talked to Mr. Grunwald, Your Honor. He's doing well, not having any problems, working. Got him working on things with phase 2, getting some payments and things like that, but no problems. He will be coming back for a Zoom hearing with you, Your Honor, on February 24th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right, very good. Glad to hear it. I have next Joyce Rich, 0523430.
Your Honor, that's my case also. I talked to Ms. Rich. She's really doing good. So happy to have her license back.
She got her license.
Yeah, she finally got the license. So she's so happy with that. So she haven't had a license. She told me she haven't had a license in over like 15, 20 years or something. So
wow.
Yeah, to have her license back, work and everything. She make monthly payments. So she's doing very well. This was something that happened years ago, but things don't go away. So she's realizing that she's taking care of business now. But she's doing well. So she'll be coming back to see you also, Your Honor, on February 24th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right, very good. That's good news. let's keep going. I have Fidencio Cifuentes, 200-564-2801.
Yes, Your Honor, I did talk to him yesterday. Talked to him and his wife. He's really doing well. He's doing lots of meetings, doing all his screenings. He's doing everything. So we're going to have him come back the same day as Mr. Bedroza. So that'll be February 24th at 8:35.
All right, very good. And then lastly, I have Anthony Wallace, case number 120-595-1001.
Yes, Your Honor, he's doing really well. His time is winding down.
Yeah.
So probably the next time we see him, it'll be February 24th at 8:35. And then I'll probably be recommending a phase advancement to phase 3. He knows all about the restricted license and everything. So it's, it's on him to get me the information. I'm not sure if a car is an issue, or a lot of the people that I talk about the restricted license, they don't know they have to attach something to their car, and they don't know it's a fee to it. When they see it's a fee to it, that slows them up. So I try to give them all the information, not just half the information. So
yes.
But he's fine.
All right, well, thank you, Mr. Yancey. I have him down for the 24th at 8:35, and that is it for the docket, unless I have missed someone. Did I miss anyone?
No, Judge.
All right, very good. I need us to get together on short order to staff. We need to staff because it looks like Mondays and Thursdays will have to be our staffing days. And so we need to staff for Friday. And unless you all want to staff again on Friday, we should staff for Friday and Monday.
Well, certainly today we ought to staff for both Friday and Monday because we only have 2 people up for tomorrow.
You do?
Just Annette James.
Ms. Jackson, Annette James.
Judge, from what I see.
And that's it? Yeah. All right. So we should staff for Friday and Monday. Who is that on that Galaxy A12 coming in after I finish my docket? I don't have any other names on my docket.
Judge Shannon. I'm sorry, Judge Shannon.
Well, I don't know why we going by first names.
I think Mr. Wallace.
Yes, sir.
Is that Mr. Wallace?
Yeah, Mr. Wallace. Remember, we have a phone conference, not court.
Oh, I didn't know. That's why, because I had called from work. I didn't know because you usually call me, so
Okay.
I thought it was court.
I'll give you another call back.
I'm sorry.
All right,
No
Mr.
problem.
Wallace, you done cut all your hair off. I didn't even recognize you.
Yeah, I cut it.
All right.
All right. I'm
All
sorry,
right, have
y'all.
a conversation with Mr. Yancey, okay?
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's all right, you good. Take care, sir.
All right, thank you.
All right. All right. So with that, I didn't even see him on here. Let's see. Let's do. What time can we get together, the staff team? I need Monday's docket. I have Friday.
Can we get the docket for next week, Judge? We don't Monday's docket, please.
Yes, Miss Mack is doing it now. And so I would like to, if we could staff at 11, I don't know if the case managers could be ready for 11:45 or 11:30. I mean, Friday is a short one.
Yeah, I'm ready. Ms. Mack, if you could send me Monday's docket also, that I appreciate it. But I'm ready to go after everybody else.
Me too,
Of
Your
course you
Honor.
are, Mr. Griffin. You working from home because y'all, you like, I'm trying to wrap this up. Don't be trying to rush us. I ain't staffing till 2. No, I'm just kidding.
Your Honor, may I have?
I'm
a
in the
copy?
office. Yes, if Ms. Mack sends it to Mr. Griffin, can he send it to everybody,
Yeah, that's fine.
including Mr. Fikens and Mr. Reed?
that'll probably cost us.
All right. Very good. Well, he just send it to Mr. Griffin. He's gonna send it out to everybody.
Okay.
Then that way you don't have to send it to 100 people today. Just today. We're gonna be nice.
Okay.
You ought to send it to them one page at a time.
I
Mr.
know, I
Griffin and Miss,
should.
everybody that's at home should get it one page at a time
They get
per
15
email.
emails.
All right, y'all. What time are we deciding on? 11:30 or 11:45?
11:45. I want to come down there for a second before you lead a bench. Sorry.
Oh, oops.
Yeah, let's turn stuff off. We still live. Hold
Yeah.
on just a second.
Yeah.
Wait. Then I can give you my real answer.